Carin Crawford was an accomplished athlete before becoming the most successful women's water polo coach in San Diego State history. An All-American at UC San Diego and former U.S. national team player, she also won multiple national titles with Sunset San Diego and continues competing at the Masters level. In a 24-year run on Montezuma Mesa, Crawford built the Aztecs into a national contender, compiling a program record 475 wins and leading the team to 3 NCAA tournament appearances. A 2016 GCC Coach of the Year and 2024 ACWPC Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, she remains active in the sport as a referee evaluator and advocate for women's coaching.
When I was the senior national coach and when I was doing a couple of the games, I saw this very strong center who was way above the class that any of the other centers were at this collegiate national championships. I was very impressed with how calm Carin was. She exhibited her maturity in the pool. Even though she was a freshman, I thought she was very, very talented. And that's how I met Carin.
Carin is the epitome of what I refer to as the greatest generation of women's water polo players. My goodness, she is part of what I consider sort of the founders of women's water polo. Played in high school with and against boys. Just took that to the next level with women. And my goodness, she was a huge part of UCSD, but obviously joined Sandy Nita, the national program. That was a phenomenal experience for her. And of course, there's the Sunset Fund. We were an unbelievably dominant club.
Carin was not only a player who learned new skills. She's always open, wanting to learn, and she passed that on to the next generation. Carin also came up with new ideas that most coaches don't pay much attention to, is that she, back in the day, there was not that much mental toughness done in those days, and that was a big part of what Carin was teaching her players.
Hi Aztec fans, I'm Carin Crawford.
Call for it. If you're ready to receive the ball, call for it.
Head coach of SDSU Women's Water Polo.
Carin is a big part of the San Diego water polo history. San Diego was very lucky to hire Carin. There was not a better choice than Carin. She's always been dedicated to San Diego State. During her time at State, she built some powerful teams in her conference, led her team to the NC2A regularly, and did well at the NC2As. Not sure another coach could have accomplished this. San Diego State made a great choice in hiring Carin.
Carin is a very, very calm and thoughtful individual. Never too high, never too low. Such a great listener, too. I think that made her an excellent coach through all these years. My goodness, 24 years at my alma mater, San Diego State. She's the epitome of a teacher, not a yeller and a screamer. She's a teacher. She's thoughtful. And I think that was infectious for maybe teammates that weren't necessarily wired that way.
I just remember being like, I could play for Carin. Like, I want to play for Carin. I think it was really cool how she cared about her players, but also, kind of let the players play and use their creativity, which I thought was really cool. And then from there, obviously continuing through the recruiting process, once I visited San Diego State, I was like, oh my gosh, this is where I have to go. And I just told Carin, like, just give me a chance. Like, I won't disappoint you. And I'm really glad she gave me that opportunity.
I realized that Carin was special when she was recruiting me to go to SDSU. So that is part of the reason why I went there. When she took on the job, she was building the program. And I wanted to be part of something really special. I didn't want to be part of a big powerhouse in the beginning. I wanted to build it with her. And by the end of my senior year, we were in the top 4 in the country, which is incredible. Not only that, but when I was there, she became a mother. And I think that's really important because to watch her juggle being a mom and coaching us and being so amazing at her job, it was something that was really inspiring. And I love playing for a coach who inspires you. She always inspired me and made me want to be a better player. And I know that was the same for all of my teammates.
Like when you talk to her, whether it was about life or school or, even water polo, she was like really understanding and, listening to understand, which I think is really, really important and something that I've taken into my coaching career now.
Carin is paying it forward because she has built up generations of women who are strong. They can go into the workforce and they can go do hard things. She pushed us with our beach workouts. I mean, she would make us go swim from the cove to La Jolla Shores and then back to the cove again. And for the girls who weren't raised near a beach, that was terrifying. She made us do hard things that we maybe didn't want to do, and she had us work together as a team when we were accomplishing that.
And I think just within that, she just like radiates that positivity, and she's going to earn your trust through her actions and getting to know you. And I think that is really important and definitely, is how she's gotten so far and has made such an impact.
We turn these athletes into All-American performers, and so those are absolutely the people that I'm most proud of, because it's just an opportunity. That's all I ever promise any athlete, and then it's up to them where they take it.
She deserves the spotlight shining on her because throughout her career, she's always done that for everybody else. And this is her time to shine. And it's time for us to celebrate her and all of her accomplishments, not only as a player herself, but as a coach. After she was done coaching, she's still playing, which I'm super impressed by. I couldn't be more proud of her just as a person. Beyond her coaching, she has a heart of gold.
Carin means a lot to our sport. She has done it all. Leader by hosting and running the Wild Pack, and an evaluator. To become a better evaluator, she even started to pick up refereeing herself to help her learn about how to evaluate. When she got up there and spoke, it was a leader that was speaking to the group, not a fellow coach, but when she got up, it was a leader that I felt that was speaking to the group. Carin has done it all for our sport, and I'm very happy to be speaking on her behalf.
I mean, Carin's a pioneer. Like, she helped pave the way for water polo in San Diego, especially on the women's side. She played, she's coached, she's ref, she's done it all. And I think it's really easy to say that we would not be where we are today without Carin, like the sport of water polo, and then obviously women within our sport as well. So we owe her a lot to be thankful for what Carin went through and again kind of paved the way. So the rest of us had those opportunities to play, in college or even coaching and things like that. So thanks, Carin.
All the other things that Carin has done related to water polo is staggering. Administratively, all the committees, all the speaking engagements. I just think it's amazing that she has accomplished all these other things outside of what would be maybe the norm. I was a player or I was a coach. There's a handful that did both, but Carin's got it all, which makes this induction makes total sense to me. It's about time.